Welcome back to Alexander's Adventures, everybody. So in February of 2018, I was in South America in the Andes on my first ever high altitude climb of Mount Aconcagua, the stone giant. And I came across a all-female climbing team that was led by Sunny, and I hope I pronounce her last name correctly, Stroya, which I think to most English speakers in the States would just be pronounced Stroyer, but she's German. And she is a very accomplished record-holding endurance athlete. And it was really wonderful to meet her. So I took a moment to try to interview. I wanted to get an interview with all the ladies there, just as a matter of trying to both generate content and for the sake of learning a little bit about her story and what she's trying to accomplish amongst the climbing community. But she was an absolute pleasure to meet, and she had with her a fellow climber, a fellow endurance athlete by the name of Tara, and I did get a chance to actually sit down and talk to them. So this is that interview.
I'm gonna have
Okay, so please introduce yourselves individually for the camera.
I'm Tara. Well, you gotta talk about what you do and what brings you here.
Oh, no, that's fine. Tara's fine.
I'm Tara, Miranda.
Your age, maybe.
I'm 32.
What you do for a living.
I'm a sports massage therapist.
And she's really good.
And
don't leave out the ultramarathoner thing.
Oh
right?
yeah, and I'm super into doing long, terrible things.
And if you could tell the viewers where we are right now, that would be great.
We are at Camp 2 of Aconcagua at 5,400 meters, or approximately 18,000 feet. And it is a beautiful day.
Quite. We actually have a very nice view just out behind us here. That's just the ice. And then there's mountains and all kinds of things all around us. But you'll get more of that later. I wanted to share a little bit about these amazing ladies that I met along the way. They're both doing their own thing, just climbing this mountain, and I believe you've done this before.
No, she's done this.
Okay, so this is Tara's first go, and
she's the expert of Aconcagua.
She actually just got back from base camp today to Camp 2, and isn't huffing and puffing or even tired or showing any signs of fatigue.
It's been a couple minutes.
It's been a couple minutes.
That's right.
So, please.
I'm Sunny. I am a strategy consultant turned professional athlete and mountain person, I guess. I hold 2 speed records on Aconcagua, one around Annapurna, another one in Colorado. And
Annapurna, really?
Yeah.
I don't think you mentioned that before.
Yeah, that was a spontaneous thing
Right
after
after we met.
That's right.
I went home and you kept doing cool things.
What was the nature of the record?
Just the speed record, a women's speed record around the Massif, so on the Annapurna circuit, which is a very popular trekking route. Most people take, 14 to 21 days, I guess, and I did it in 3 days, 23 hours, and 39 minutes. So, point being, I, like Tara, enjoy the long endurance missions. I don't think I'm anywhere near as naturally gifted as Tara is. But I'm very stubborn, and I keep my head down.
You don't have to be fast to be fast. You have to just keep going.
Exactly. And, well, now I'm here, and I guide women's teams on the mountain, so that's what brings us here.
And
Yeah.
I just help out and carry loads.
Just. Tara does all the hard work. I just get to hang out and, have fun.
Yeah, our expedition is using porters, and you guys have her.
Basically, that's why I'm here, yeah.
Pretty much.
That was pretty much the deal. Hey, you want to come help me out on Aconcagua? Yes.
Well, so Tara, what brings you to Aconcagua? How did you end up?
Well, Sunny's invite.
Yeah.
But I've wanted to do this mountain for a long time because it's I don't have a lot of technical mountaineering skills, like
Okay.
ice climbing,
So
crevasse
at
rescue.
least that's one thing we have in common.
Yeah, no, I don't have very much technical skills. I do have a fair amount of mountain appropriate fitness.
Now, for those of you viewers who don't know, technical just means actual climbing with ropes and axes and things that require you can't just walk where you're going, essentially.
Right. So I'm not super good at that, but this is none of that. It's just a really long, hard hike.
Mhm.
So I figured it'd be perfect.
And Tara is super strong, which I know not just based on your resume, but based on the fact that when we were climbing in Nepal together, you essentially climbed Mera Peak twice in 72 hours. Mera Peak is
250?
250 roughly, yeah. And we didn't reach the summit on the first go around, which is a story all on its own, but we got back down to 16,000 feet, and Tara's all like, oh, we still have time. Can we go back up there and do it again? And so
Which
we
we
did.
totally did.
And we did.
So that means you also climbed Tamara twice in 72 hours.
Yeah, but I'd done it before, so. Yeah,
Also non-technical, basically.
mostly. There's some
Yeah.
major stuff on there.
Yeah, well, that was fun.
Very cool. And you? What brings you this time?
What
This
brings-
time, because this
okay.
is, if memory serves, this is your 8th go,
This is my 8th,
and this will hopefully be summit number 5.
hopefully, knock
Okay.
on wood. I don't know if you can find any.
There isn't much to speak of
I
aside
know.
from rock and ice around here.
Exactly. Well, this time I'm literally just here to share the experience with a team of women. I'm guiding a group.
Oh, this is your first guided group on Aconcagua?
It's my second, maybe third actually. The first
Oh,
one I was
okay.
organizing logistics for. I guided another one last year. But yeah, typically I always combined guided or logistics management trips with
Mhm.
personal missions afterwards, because you have to acclimatize to go and do speed work on the mountain, right?
Yeah,
So most of the time I'd be here for both a professional and a personal
unless you're
reason.
Tara.
True. Yeah, you could probably do it without.
No, I definitely would need to.
You should stay a couple extra days and just see if you could do it.
No, then I'd have to abandon you guys.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
no.
I'll come back next year and assistant guide for you
Yeah.
and stay on and,
And do it. You
see if
would
I can do the
totally be able to
360.
do it.
That would be quite something to see.
Yeah, but this year it's just a team climb for me, which I'm actually really excited about, because it's a lot more fun to be sharing the mountain with other people who are awesome. Rather
Yeah,
than,
yeah, quite.
try to pursue some solitary goals. So.
It is lonely by yourself. I mean, it was okay today, but I would imagine days and days of it would be bad.
Imagine spending a week in a blizzard essentially at Camp 2 on the other side with
Oh,
like no other
gosh.
tents around.
Yeah, no,
I
thank
cried
you.
when that happened.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like your
How did that come about?
capacity for suffering is high.
Well, so last year I led a team, and then I was supposed to stay on actually with my assistant guide for the prior season, Libby. The two of us were going to put work in on setting or hopefully breaking the women's speed record on the normal route, so going all the way from the valley up the normal route and back down, which we had tried the year before and failed. So Libby and I were going to, do a team climb and then stay on and just do our thing and try to get it done. However, Libby ended up having to go home at the last minute.
Ooh.
But all of our supplies were already in place. Everything was pretty much organized. I was acclimatized, and I didn't have a reason to go home, so I decided to stay on by myself. But
By
that was-
yourself.
That was not fun. This is a lot more fun.
Yeah, human company certainly does that. That's pretty crazy, but you did it.
I did, yeah, barely.
Wow. Okay.
I think it's really wonderful what Sunny is accomplishing in bringing more ladies into the endurance and outdoor activities and sports, even especially the competitive arena, because many of the stories that she shared with me over the duration of our climbing together, now both Aconcagua when we met and when I went on the expedition with her as my guide of Island Peak and Everest Base Camp. She shared a lot of stories about a lot of prejudice that these ladies run into, and in fact we experienced some along the way in our trek to Everest Base Camp, which was quite disconcerting, but she is accomplishing something really great, and I think is bringing a lot of value to the climbing community. So it was a real pleasure meeting her, and if you are interested in looking for someone to guide you, she runs expeditions, AWExpeditions, AWE. That's what she does for a living every year. So especially for you ladies that want to get out there and climb, it's an absolutely great environment. She's very empowering. She's absolutely
wow.
An awesome woman to climb with, and she's very knowledgeable, a great guide, and she definitely surrounds herself with some excellent people. So I'll leave a link in the description below for her website,
So people
and
actually
thanks for
come
watching.
this way? No kidding.
I don't think that there's very many of them because there's no, resources back there. You got to carry everything in yourself. But that is the Guanacos route, which is the reason that this camp is called Camp 3 Guanacos, even though it's actually Camp 2 on the 360 route. If you were to come through this valley, it would be your third camp on the mountain.
So that explains, Umang got really excited when we showed up and the sign said Campo 3. And he was like, I hope they made a mistake and turned somewhere and now we're at the third camp.
No, this is Camp 3 Guanacos, which is Camp 2 on the 360.
Well, very cool. Thank you.